Hey guys, this is Misty 2001,
And this is FC7.
and today we're going to show you our version of pumpkin bars. So you're going to need 4 eggs, 1 cup of shortening, 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of pumpkin, 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a fourth of a teaspoon of salt. So we decided to take this recipe from a cookbook that I found in one of my grandpa's kitchen drawers.
So this recipe book was actually printed in 1986, so it's around going on 40 years right now.
Yeah,
And this is the actual book. Your grandma had it.
yep,
Just paging through it here. You can see how ancient the pictures look.
yeah.
And pretty soon we'll come to the spot where she actually wrote something on it.
Yep.
She wrote like great recipe.
She wrote good bars on it, which actually kind of intrigued me because I had never seen any recipes that she liked.
And there it is.
Yep.
Good bars.
I don't remember her ever making this recipe.
So anyway, here are the ingredients. You got the pumpkin and the flour.
And the Crisco, although I've never worked with Crisco, so this was an interesting experience.
Oh yeah, this is the first recipe where we actually used it.
Yep. So in that Ziploc bag, that's sugar, if anybody is curious.
That's right, we have the sugar in the bag.
Yep.
So the first step will be,
Add your flour and your sugar to the bowl. You're going to need 2 different mixing bowls, one for the wet ingredients, one for the dry ingredients. So there was the 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar. So then you add your baking powder.
2 teaspoons.
So we actually took the pumpkin bars to a family get-together, and they were quite a hit.
Yeah, everybody loved them,
Yeah,
including me.
that's good.
Yeah.
So then you're going to want to add your baking soda. Brands don't matter, guys. Whatever you can find in your grocery store. So that's 1 teaspoon. And then half a teaspoon of cinnamon, although I like to add a little bit more, so just whatever you like, doesn't matter. Fourth of a teaspoon of salt. This is really important, guys, because it cuts the sweetness.
Now comes the eggs.
Yeah, this is where you're going to use the other mixing bowl. So you're going to add 4 whole eggs. And if you find a double yolk, more power to it.
Yep.
That
Does that mean you only need 3 eggs then?
No, that just makes it better. So, and then you're going to add 1 cup of shortening. I was a little afraid of this, and I don't know why. Make sure to get all of it in.
Looks delicious so far.
Yeah, combined all the ingredients together, and it does. 2 cans of pumpkin. Yes, I said cans, guys. 2 cans equals about 2 cups.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
Then you mix it.
Then you mix her up.
So can you use any other method besides the beaters, or?
I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
So I used my biggest jelly roll pan. I don't exactly know the measurements of it. So then you spray it off with cooking spray, and then you flour it with just a little bit of flour. And I think it was about a quarter of a cup. Make sure it gets all over, even in the corners, and then shake off any excess.
And it's lightly dusted?
Yep. That's what they call a lightly dusted pan. So then you add your flour ingredients.
So the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients?
Yes.
Yeah. And mix it up.
And mix it up. You don't want to overmix this, guys, otherwise it's going to end up really tough.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm just doing this in stages. Mix it in thoroughly, add some more, mix it in thoroughly, you know.
So the original plan was to do one recipe from this cookbook every month.
Yep.
We're a little behind.
Yeah, time kind of got away from us. We're a little behind.
Oh, well.
Well, I guess it could work.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just have to do 2 this month.
There you go. And we'll be sure to post them on this channel, and everybody can enjoy.
Yep. So now I'm adding the rest of the flour and mixing that in. Make sure to get everything mixed in. You don't want any flour like on the bottom of the bowl or anything like that when you flip out the batter, because yeah, that's not going to be good. Raw flour.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck.
So mix it up really good.
Yep, and then flip her out into the pan. And I'm kind of a perfectionist here, so I get every little bit out of the bowl.
The big glob on there.
Oh yeah. Gotta love it. Okay, maybe not every little bit, but close enough. So then you're going to want to spread this out as evenly as possible. And that's just so it bakes even and you don't have to bake it longer.
So there it is. Are those what little white spots? Is that normal?
That's the shortening.
Oh.
I kind of thought it was going to mix in a little bit better, but it didn't. Surprisingly, it actually turned out really good. So then you preheat your oven to 325. After your oven is preheated, put it in. Of course, don't burn yourself. I've learned from experience.
Yep.
And then you're going to want to set your timer for 25 minutes.
Yep. Good memory.
Thank you. And then, of course, watch the lens frog up. I actually had to go a little bit longer, like I think 5 minutes longer.
So add 5 minutes to it?
So add 5 minutes to it. So it was about 30 minutes. But oven temperatures do vary. So then for the frosting, you're going to need powdered sugar, milk, vanilla, cream cheese, and butter. So there's the powdered sugar. And you're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter, any brand. I liked to use whipped butter.
You find that works better?
Yeah, because I find it works better. It spreads a lot easier, too. So then, as I always say, brands don't matter. Just whatever you have or whatever your grocery store has.
Number 6 is coming up.
Yep. I think that's 6. 2, 4.
Yeah.
So, and actually using whipped ingredients like whipped cream cheese and whipped butter actually makes it a lot fluffier and a lot easier to mix. So then you're going to add your 3 cups of powdered sugar, sifted if you can. It just makes it a lot easier to work with. But if you can't, you can do it the way I did it. So, and I used half cup measuring cups just because it was a lot easier. So then 3 tablespoons of milk. So actually the recipe did call for 1 tablespoon of milk, but I found that that was way too thick, so I added 2 more. So then add your vanilla, 1 teaspoon. Of course, if you want to add more, you can. But if you add more than 1 teaspoon of vanilla, it is going to turn brown. Just be aware of that.
Got it.
So this is where I added the additional 2 tablespoons of milk to kind of thin it out a little bit. And I did find also that using a whisk attachment to your blender worked a lot better than the regular attachments. So this is where you're going to want to add your 3 ounces of cream cheese, give or take, depending on whether you like a strong cream cheese flavor or not.
And it says softened. What does that mean?
That's where I kind of decided to use whipped.
Oh.
Because that's either that or you're going to have to leave it out on the counter for 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
To soften it up. So this is what your final product looks like. Yummy. I could just eat that right off the spoon.
Yeah.
Big globs. It looks like Cool Whip. So then evenly frost it, because who wants a big glob of frosting in their mouth? Me. And there you go.
Pretty much
There's
done.
your finished product.
Yeah.
So then you can also, to decorate it, you can also sprinkle some pumpkin spice on there as well. That also allows people to know that it's that they're pumpkin bars and not something weird.
And I think we do add some spice to this, don't we?
Yeah, we do, to the individual pieces.
Yeah.
But I believe we decided not to do it to the whole thing.
And this is actually a recipe that I hope we make again soon.
Yeah. I'd
This
like
was-
to make that one again.
This was a very enjoyable recipe.
It was. And look how easy it comes out of the pan.
Probably due to the shortening?
No, that's due to the flour.
Oh, okay. And another piece for me or you.
Yep. What was I thinking with the size of those pieces? They needed to be a lot bigger.
Definitely.
Yes. So, and no, I didn't add pumpkin spice. But yes, it was a very good recipe. Definitely a make again.
Thumbs up.
Definite. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did. Comment with any questions.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys.